But if you think about in Australia, they're now paying a 9%, and that's increasing to 13%. So we're not expecting dramatic increases.
And currently individuals pay 2%. So are you saying to everyone in KiwiSaver that they're going to have to contribute more? So you'll be lifting that percentage?
That's right. So there will be a modest increase that will occur for employees and employers. As I say, there'll be some time there to phase that in, but it means that what people have in their accounts, for the most part, actually is larger than what they currently have
today.
So
the burden is transferred. The burden is transferred from the state to the individual into private sector.
It's an increase in national savings, and it is sustainable. As I say, at the moment, we can't afford a scheme where half of the contributions into the KiwiSaver accounts come from the government. We need to lift those national savings. Now, for most people in the scheme, it'll be a minor adjustment. It's not a significant impact on them. If people really couldn't afford to make the increase, then they have the opportunity to take a contributions holiday, which can last for 5 years. But what we've seen in KiwiSaver, it's a scheme full of inertia. If people came in the scheme at 4%, they made their contributions at 4%. If they came at 2%, they made their contributions at 2%. So they tend to be in the scheme and then manage their finances around that.
So the minimum will increase them, so that could lock out some people who simply can't afford to put more than 2 in. Would there be an option of putting 2 in? Or?
No, there won't be an option. But what I would say is that if we've gone and done some calculations, next week we'll be able to provide you all of the case studies. But if you take someone that's a very low-income New Zealander who's in the scheme on the minimum wage, it's quite a modest increase that they would put in. Now, in 2000, when we do that in the future date, so exactly the date, but in the future date that we do that, there will be a different environment. Wages will be rising. I think the capacity to do that will be there, and we'll be making every effort as a government to make sure that people can stay and make their payments.